You are not going to want to do anything else that requires you to be a functioning adult. Oh, wow. Is this a better angle? I hope so, because I want to sit on the floor. We like sitting on the floor. Yeah. Basically, I just don't want to make my bed, to be honest. It looks like crazy chaos over there, just like this fancy do of mine. No, I'm washing sheets, and you know, an unfixed bed just doesn't look entertaining. So my comforter's still there. You know, you have to wash the sheets first before you do the comforter. If you put too much in your load, bad things happen. So just wanted to share with you the love of my life these days. Let me get some lip gloss on first too, because ugly. Hold please. So my pants just ripped. Do you want to see this? I don't know if this is censorable or not. Let's just see. That is a scary bum bum. These are actually the pants that I just reviewed a couple of videos ago. Definitely you need you some superb material type of leggings. You know, you don't want your butthole to fall out. That's what happens after a few washes. Yay! That's not why you clicked on this video. No. Okay, so I'm not necessarily particularly a reader. I mean, I was in my elementary/junior high years, but you know, you get off of the horse. And once you get off of the horse, then you end up losing your flair. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's why you always got to keep moving. Fitness quote. I don't know. Anyways, basically the last few books that I do read or that I have read are is basically like self-help books. If you don't know what books I'm talking about, I'll link in the description below. The most life-changing books that you need to read. Spoiler alert, they're from Dr. Laura. One in particular is Stop Whining, Start Living, and just by the title, it already makes you want to this. I don't know what this is. You get my drift. Okay, the new love of my life. This little guy too, but this right here, Audible, we wanna get Audible. Do you know what Audible is? This is not a sponsored video, by the way, to say the least. How did I get into this book? Oh, okay, I do know how. So if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. I stole that from who I'm about to explain to you here in a second. My favorite vlogger, YouTuber, Peter Mon. Where do I even start? To be honest, he just entertains me on a personal level. I just got sucked into his innocent life. He just rides around to the never-ending Netherlands of every road in his town/state, and he just talks. And it's kind of like a podcast that I like to have on in the background while I clean, while I work, while I drive, or whatnot. It's like a little podcast for me of listening to my old friend, not old, like saying old, like, I mean, he's older, but you know, like your gal pal sitting beside you on your way to work or while you're cleaning or whatnot. He got me sucked into this book because the way he described this book was like, oh my God, I have to get that. You know, it's just everything that I am needing in my life right now. And the book is called The Chain by Adrian McKenty. Ooh, copyright. Ooh, it already even starts scary. See, I like semi-spooky things. I'm a weenie. I could never do like something very, very spooky, but this is just my spookiness. See?
Hachette Audio presents The Chain, written by Adrian McKenty.
Guys, gals, friends, this book is the best book in the history of all books. This has made me want, other than Peter Mond, because he too has made me want to be a reader, but this book alone, I promise you, you're going to get sucked into it and you are not going to want to do anything else that requires you to be a functioning adult. You're just going to want to seclude yourself into your room with the covers over your head and listen to this audiobook because it's that good. So don't get it because you're going to be neglecting all your priorities. How do I describe it? It's pretty much a kidnapping situation where someone kidnapped my kid and holding them ransom until I pay this certain amount of money. But I also not only have to pay that money, I too have to kidnap someone else's kid, but I have to be selective over whose kid that I kidnap because I don't want them to go to the cops. Because if they go to the cops, my kid dies. Does that not sound like the most twisted, mind-effery, and sick, spooky, suspenseful, twisted, yet entertaining, chilling plotline ever? Like, it is, to say the least. They go through the mother's feeling and per time and who's in charge of this big grand corporation scheme because, you know, ultimately it's just a chain of doing this and you turn into this evil monster because you're in desperate, dire need to get your loved one back, because if you don't follow through with kidnapping another kid and or paying the money, then your kid's gone. It was such an intense thriller. It had me sucked into it the entire book. So check it out. I don't know, I'll put a link down below. Like I said, I'm not being sponsored. It's just, I love it that much. The next thing, the love of my life, if you will, is it got me sucked into wanting to read all kinds of books. And this other book that I'm reading is The Good Girl. Woo!
Thank you.
No! This is The Good Girl. Oh, doesn't she look so good? Yeah. For some reason, this is another kidnapping situation. This is weird. Pretty much, I like Dateline, and I don't know, for some reason, these kidnappings and why people do such dirty deeds. I'm just interested in the psychological aspects of every angle. The kidnapper, the kidnappee, the kidnappee's parents, the detective, keeping you at the edge of your seat, trying to puzzle all the pieces of why this young lady adult ended up being kidnapped and what actually happens when the kidnapper has a change of heart. Check it out. It's also a good book. I feel so smart saying that I'm reading books. I don't know, I really like the fact that it's something that you're not looking at, so you're forced to use your imaginative skills and thinking. You know, we don't use our imaginatory, how come I cannot say that word? We don't use our creative thoughts anymore. We're always being fed what to envision. That is a brainwashing mechanism. Bad you. YouTube is too, but you see what I'm saying. You get to be creative in your own thoughts and hear big, juicy words, you know, because the author has to paint you a picture with words, and it's just awesome. Basically, I'm a book lover now. Consider me a book nerd now. Pretty much this is what I did on Halloween Eve. Halloweeny audiobooks and Mr. Nightmare, y'all. If you don't know Mr. Nightmare, it's spooky to me because he basically is reading real life, alleged, real life situations / emails that people submit to him. It's pretty creepy. It's just YouTube Mr. Nightmare, have it on in the background. Some people that are able to survive through certain instances and or dodge certain events of other certain bad people, that will have you more paranoid than Dateline and every other news broadcasting. He's got the most perfect voice for reading all these scary mishaps that people suffer from or have had happen in their life. You get it? I don't know. I just got off of work and thoughts and words are hard. Ugh. I show this on every one of my channels, I swear, whenever I do these favorites video, but Crazy Cups coffee. This is decaf because I don't drink caffeine. If you don't know about this flavored coffee, I promise you it is better than Starbucks. First of all, you're gonna save you some money using one of these little Keurig, and you're gonna save you some calories, and you're gonna save you some health, because what you do is you Keurig one of these fancy Italian chocolate cheesecakes, which right now I'm loving. Love, 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 love. You put a little bit of almond coconut milk in there and or just some regular cashew vanilla milk, and you have got you a treat to devour / sip while you listen to your audiobook. Yeah. This is Smart Sips, and this is my first time trying these fun flavors. Yeah! I ordered one of their variety packs off of Amazon. All the links are in the description below. So the Smart Sips decaf flavors that I'm into is the decaf chocolate peanut butter. Yum. I had to have a little bit of an oatmeal break. And yes, I brought my skillet in here, and that is a bunch of cinnamon on the side. I'm so disgusting. I'm starving. What can I say? I didn't get to finish my breakfast, okay? Oatmeal is so good. This is another one of my favorites during this time of the year. Not only can you sip on your Smart Sips while you are listening to your audiobook, you can also be chugging some oatmeal. Chugging? I don't know. Engorging, devouring some oatmeal. See, this is why I love to read now. I'm freshening up my new vocabulary. I'm learning all these big words that they're coming to me so fast and they're hitting me strong that I just want to spew them out every conversation that I could get. This is kind of like a mini mukbang. Cheers. I gotta hurry Brandon home. So those are my two favorite from this brand. Chocolate peanut butter and the cinnamon blueberry crumble. There's also a pecan pie and a chocolate raspberry, but I don't like those two. Now, Crazy Cups does have a pecan pie. Theirs is the best for the pecan pie. I just love these. I feel like they're maracas. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your own thing. Okay, that's enough of that. I agree. That's what I'm into these days. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it has inspired you to also become a... No, wrong one. We don't want to be cool. We are book nerds. It's just given me such passion to lay around and do nothing but read. Maybe that's just what old ladies are supposed to turn into. Little old readers with a whole bunch of cats everywhere, which Brandon won't let me get cats, but you know, until then, I'm gonna read and sip me some decaf coffee. Yeah, do something great for your body today. Go get you some oatmeal, cheers it up, eat it up, drink it up, and listen it up.